to the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Sabrina, and such a joy to be here with each and every one of you live in the sanctuary. If you are on our love stream, thank you for bringing your energy, and if you're watching this later on, just know that you are so welcome here. And so just a little context about the meditation today. So as I was preparing for the meditation this week, I had an idea of what I wanted it to look like. And this morning, as I was getting ready and I was listening to Wayne Dyer, Spirit had other ideas for me. So I'm going to go with what I feel inspired with and what I feel guided with today. And so as I always like to begin, just close your eyes and take a moment to center yourself. And just relaxing into this moment, because this is the only moment. And know that there's nothing to do but just being present right here and right now. And as you continue to journey inwards, just take in that breath, that sacred breath that connects to the one power, one presence, one spirit that is all loving, and it's right here. It's who you are. And as you continue to relax and go deeper inwards, I wanted to share a quote that I heard this morning from Wayne Dyer, and it just serves as a beautiful reminder of who we really are. And he says, God created you in perfect love that is changeless. You are created as a spirit that is pure love. And so today we're going to journey inwards and connect with that love, that unconditional love of spirit that is untouched, it is untarnished, it is pure, it is pristine. And that love is you. It is everywhere, present, expressing itself as everything and everyone. And so imagine that love inside, whether it's a light, it's a heart, it's a feeling. And embrace it. And feel into it. And just allow it to expand, expanding all over, radiating outwards. And knowing that this love, this energy is raising the vibration on the planet. And so breathe into this space and know this is your true nature of who you are. And if your mind starts to wander at any point, you could just simply recite the simple mantra, love, love, love. And so spend a few moments in this space of love And as Rumi says, close your eyes, fall in love, stay there until you hear the sound of my voice. Love, love, love. This simple yet powerful word has the power to transform. And during the week, at any given moment, go inwards in that silent retreat and connect with the true essence of who you are. And so take a big breath and repeat, I am. And exhale, love. And again, I am love. And as you become aware of your physical space, you could just wiggle your fingers and your toes and carry this love, this energy, the essence of who you are into this moment, to this day, and to this week. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. And from my heart, thank you so much for joining me here today. Namaste.
Made a wrong turn once or twice, dug my way out, blood and fire. Bad decisions, that's alright. Welcome to my silly life. Mistreated, misplaced, misunderstood, no way, it's all good, it never slowed me down. Mistaken, always second guessing, underestimating, look, I'm still around. Pretty, pretty please, don't you ever feel like you are less than perfect. Pretty, pretty please, if you ever feel like you are nothing, you are perfect to me. You're so mean when you talk about yourself, you were wrong. Change the voices in your head, make them like you instead. So complicated, look happy you'll make it, filled with so much hatred, such a tired game. It's enough, I've done all I can think of, chased down all my demons, seen you do the same. Pretty, pretty please, if you ever feel like you are less than perfect. Pretty, pretty please, if you ever feel like you are nothing, you are perfect to me. The whole world's scared, so I swallow the fear. The only thing I should be drinking is a nice cold beer, so cool in line. You try, but we try too hard. It's a waste of my time. Stop looking for the critics, cause they're everywhere. They don't like my jeans, don't get my hair. Fool ourselves, we do it all the time. Why do we do that? Why do I do that?
Nation, give it up. Hi, everybody. How are ya? Could I get a little slideshow action here, please? I want to welcome everybody and introduce myself if you're new to the center. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director. Hi, girls. It's good to see you. I'm the spiritual director of the center here. And if you've never been to a center for spiritual living, there's a few things you need to know. We are a faith tradition. We don't call ourselves a religion. We are a faith tradition. We are a philosophy that honors all faith traditions, that honors all philosophies. Because we understand that there are 8 billion human people on this planet. That's not talking about the animals or the plants or the bugs or anything like that. Just 8 billion human people. 8 billion sparks of the divine, knowing itself as each one of us. So there can't be just one way to be, one way to believe. That doesn't make sense in a limitless universe. So we honor you wherever you are on your path. You are absolutely welcome here. So pleased you decided to spend your Sunday morning with us. So what I would like to ask is if there's anybody who is here for the first time, if you just raise your hand, we just want to say hi, welcome to you. Awesome. I didn't get that. Okay, that's okay. Anyway, this lovely lady, Frances, came in early, and she's like, and I said, you know what, you're going to see the momentum build, and you did, didn't you? Yeah. I also want to say I'm sorry for all the confusion this morning. This was the perfect storm of oddness happening today. Oh, wait, before I tell you about that, hi, Love Stream people. Oh, gosh, I love you so much. We've got Francis, we have a whole Love Stream audience as well that watches online, and they are here, and they are part of us as well. So welcome to you all. And you missed the perfect storm. So the perfect storm is, number one, we have renters who have rented the center for the entire weekend, including the classroom. And so we needed to leave that set up, which made it kind of interesting what we were going to do with the fun day, but we figured it out. When we got here this morning, apparently the city of Calgary has decided that this is a good time to rip up the road in front of the center. They never told us anything about it, so I have no idea what precipitated that, except for lousy roads. But anyway, we're working with that. I have been assured that we're going to be able to leave here at the end of the morning. That was my question. It was like, so are we going to be able to get out of here? Yes, apparently so. And the third thing is Lance is gone. Lance is just coming back today from vacation. So all of the normal kind of housekeeping things that happen haven't been happening because he's been on vacation. So it's been an interesting morning, just to say, and I want to welcome everybody and thank you for being here. Be extra kind to Miss Rachel when she comes in with the kids, because she's had to pivot a couple of different times. So are we going to start out by singing what we call our Kong song? And I didn't know it was going to be a discombobulated day. However, I did choose this song because I happen to know it is many of your favorite Kong song. So Sabrina's like, yeah, what is it? Do you even know? Okay, we're going to surprise it, zippity-doo-dah. No, I'm just kidding. One Power. If you don't know the song, just listen to the words. Let's stand up and sing out, shall we?
One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. There's one power indescribable, Call it Buddha, Bahula, angel's wings, or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of love in you and me. One power, oh, one power is what we are. One power, oh, one power. That's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for the love that's most deep. It's one power. It's one power. What we are is one power. It's the power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me.
Yeah. That's a gooder. That should just make us all be able to take one big deep breath together. Let's breathe together. So, we don't have any activities happening right now. However, I did want to give a huge shout out. Thank you for the Stampede party that we had last week. And Neil Williams, my understanding is you're going to give a thank you. So here you go. Please welcome Neil Williams, part of the social committee.
Thanks, Dr. Pat. Well, first of all, I would like to thank everyone who attended. I think we had 92 people who signed up, plus more who came at the event. So just the most amazing turnout. So thank you. And also thank you to Leslie Gardner of Big T Barbecue. Oh my God, the food is so good, so good. And also Pam, her general manager, came to help out, and of course she was helping preparing everything. So it was just the most amazing day. And I believe we had about 7 volunteers who had signed up, but again, more people came to help serve. So could everyone who volunteered last Sunday please stand so we can acknowledge you? Yeah. That's just wonderful. Thank you so much. So it was a great event. We're obviously going to be planning some more for the fall. But again, we're here to build community as much as we are to build consciousness. And so we really appreciate your participation in all of these events. Thank you once again.
Thank you. And also I want to acknowledge Amy Bishop, who did just a great cowboy concert for us. It was really, really fun. We had dancing and everything, so it was a great time. Thank you all for that. And I believe that's the only social event that we have coming up. We do have some classes that are starting in September, so stay tuned for that. And the foundations class, which I know a lot of you are waiting for, begins in October. So we'll be announcing those as they come along. But right now, we're just taking a little bit of a breather. So I'm going to introduce Sabrianne. Or as we like to call her, Sabrina, to please come forward. We've done all of our business stuff, and now we're going to come into the more sacred part of the service. And I bet you somebody could fix that if they were really inclined. What's going to happen is Amy is going to lead us in a chant, and then Sabrina will give us our spiritual mind treatment, which is our form of prayer. I'd like to invite any of the ministers and practitioners, if you would please come forward and line the stage also. These people are here to serve you. They are here to do affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment on your behalf. I almost said a bad word last week because I talked about BS, and I almost said what the real phrase is instead of what our phrase. When we have BS, means that we have belief systems that are maybe blocking us or keeping us stuck. And these people, our ministers and practitioners, are trained, long time training, 4 years to be a practitioner, 7 years to be a minister, to see through that BS to the spiritual truth. And that spiritual truth is that you are perfect, whole, and complete right here, right now, in this moment. So please welcome Amy and Sabrina.
If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God.
And in this sacred moment of now, I recognize the power of spirit. It is limitless, it is boundless, it is formless. It is an energy of love that unites all as one interconnected whole. And here and now I know that I am an essential part of the one. It is a love that infuses every part of my being. And so as I turn my attention inwards, I connect with that unconditional love from within. And knowing that this love from spirit has the power to transform. It has the power to heal, the power to dissolve all fears. It transcends all boundaries, bringing peace and harmony to every situation. And so in this moment, I stand firmly planted in this truth of love, allowing it to guide my way. And I am so grateful for this moment, for all the love that surrounds me, and for everything that unfolds before me. And so I can simply let go. And in the let go, I simply step aside and I allow spirit to do all the heavy lifting. And it is already done. And affirming together, and so it is.
If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God.
All right, so let's repeat our vision statement together. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. And our mission statement, the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness.
Thank you, Sabrina. Oh, I guess I need a microphone. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Amy and Steph. And our practitioners are going to be kind of hanging out in the back of the sanctuary after service. And it's as simple as just saying to one of them, could I talk to you for a minute? And they're happy to be of service to you. So avail yourself of that for sure, for sure. So now it's time to introduce you guys. These guys, please welcome these guys, Elevation, our amazing band.
A purple sky to close the day. I wade the surf where dolphins play. The taste of salt, the dance of wings, and my soul wells up with hallelujahs. A lightning flash, my pounding heart, a breaching whale, a shooting star gives testimony to the power. And my soul wells up with hallelujahs. Oh, praise now these mighty works. There is no language where love can't be heard. A song goes out to all the earth. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, cratered moon, oh, sparrow's wings, oh, thunder's boom, oh, Saturn's rings, unveil the spirit as we sing, and my soul wells up with hallelujahs. Oh, praise now all these mighty works. There is no language where love can be heard. The song goes out to all the earth. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The pulse of life inside my wrist, a fallen snow, a rising mist. There is no greater love than this, and my soul wells up. Oh, my soul wells up. Yes, my soul wells up with hallelujah. Oh, praise now all these mighty works. There is no language where love can be heard. The song goes out to all the earth. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel on sax, Steph Chapman on keys, Luis Tovar on drums, and Brandon Mackle something. I was close, wasn't he? McElroy, I almost said that. Brandon McElroy, who used to be part of our band long ago, and he's got other adventures going on as well. So Brandon, it's really nice to have you here. So, Monika, hold on. Do you want me to breathe or you want to breathe? Okay. That actually makes sense. You just don't know it. And could you bring that thing up? Thank you. Okay. So we're going to hear from the amazing Reverend Monika Krammer today. But I'm going to breathe you first, okay? So, with that beautiful song that's just resounding in us, just taking a deep breath. And again. And one more time, please. Lovely. Perfect. So today we have as our guest speaker one of our staff ministers, Reverend Monika Krammer. Monika is one of the loveliest, funniest, most conscious and wise people that I know. And the reason why this came about with me still here, because I'm not traveling this weekend, and usually when we have a guest speaker, it's because I'm traveling, is that Monika's brother, Michael Krammer, from Has traveled here all the way from Germany, and he's here for a couple of weeks. And Monica said, "I don't think that my brother really knows what I do." And I said, "Well, why don't we give him a taste of it and allow you to be the speaker on the 23rd?" So how wonderful is that? So please welcome Reverend Monika Krammer.
Oh my goodness, in with a bang. Good morning, everybody. Let me bring that to my heights a bit. Okay. So, I'm so grateful that I'm here and that you're all here. And I hope you still like it when I'm finished. So someone asked the question a little while ago at a recent Q&A with Dr. Pat, so how do you live the science of mind? And I thought, I could say a few things to that. And so my talk today, Awake, Alert, Aware, and Enthusiastic, is already hinting how to live the science of mind. However, this is an interactive talk, and so don't be shy when I ask you to participate, okay? First of all, I want to break down a few words. Living. Of course, that is our experience to be being alive. And it's the human events and activities throughout the day and sometimes even throughout the night. Science, any system of knowledge, it entails unbiased observations and systematic experimentation. That's also a very important idea that we will play into it later on. In general, science involves a pursuit of knowledge covering general truths or the operations of fundamental laws. And mind, of course, it's potential energy. We know that there is not your mind or my mind. There is only one mind. And this one mind, we think into it, and from that activity of thinking, we create the manifestation. So, of course, first we have to be willing to explore these ideas and open and awake. And so we come to the first word. That implies that we have become alive and to something, and we are at least a little bit interested to explore it a little further. We awaken to that inner call, a sensation. It's, in my opinion, rather than a feeling. It's more a sensation. So for me, this awakening has a name. I named it, "There must be something more than this." Right? So it arrives in mind, and when it arrives in mind, we have the possibility to act on it. And for this word, today we have a hand sign, and that is this. That's right. Wonderful. Thank you. Not too hard. You don't want to hurt yourself, but just slap your thighs. And so next word is alert. And alert is to be in a state of readiness. Now we are on the lookout because we're thinking there must be something more than this. And now we have our antennas out. What is this? What is this now, right? So, and the hand sign for this is just simply touch your shoulders. Okay, good. Aware. Aware implies vigilance in observing. We are focused and we become clear and conscious of what is happening around us, and in the combination of there must be something more than this, right? We are on focus. The hand sign for that is simply this. Perfect. Enthusiastic is the next word. And this is a lively, eager interest in what's happening in us and around us. It's more like a proposal, a cause perhaps, or it could be an activity. And this hand sign for that is, that's right, you got it, perfect. So all together is awake, alert, aware, enthusiastic. Beautiful, I love you guys. So here's my story, what Dr. Pat already alluded to earlier. When Dr. Pat heard that my brother was coming, she asked me, "Do you want to talk?" I said, "No." And then she told me that when her family members come, she's always eager to have them and happy that they can observe her on stage and what she does. I thought about it and I thought, okay, I say yes. And so after the barbecue last Sunday, my brother told me, "You know, Moni, I don't have to come to your talk." Hang on. And then he said, I don't want to stress you out. Okay, well, when the night came, that night when you go to bed, and the whole day gets reviewed and judged and sorted, and sometimes I beat myself up for not sticking to my guns, my knowing, my way. That night, I should have said no to the talk because I would be sleeping by now. And then because I'm hurting for my own thoughts, I say no, it's not my fault. And we find blame on the outside of the self, and the closest to me gets the prize. So the next morning was interesting. I was gloomy, sleepy still, and thoughtful and quiet. So Sharon asked me, "What's happening?" And as I told her my story, I was saying it from the observer point of view. And as I was speaking, a thought came to me that changed my entire outlook. To give the talk while my brother was here is a gift. Oh, and as that thought sat over here so quiet, I grabbed it and I took it. To give the talk while my brother was here is a gift. It's not a thing of the ego. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. This is something I love doing. This is something that I enjoy. This is something that belongs to my ministerial costume, if you want to look at it that way. And so what I learned from that experience is that I have the opportunity at any time to change the direction and the qualities of my thoughts. The thoughts I was thinking during the night, I don't have to believe them. These come and they go. If we hang on to them, they continue to bother and to color our life with a way that is not life-giving. But if we have the opportunity to grasp a new thought, a thought that brings life into our body and perhaps an enthusiasm, then we are, it's best to say yes to this thought. So what I said earlier about science, that it entails unbiased observation and systematic experimentations. On Monday morning, I experienced that. I allowed myself to think differently. I felt lighter, freer, and I was in my happy place again. So, how do I do it? Awake, alert, aware, enthusiastic. You got it. All right. And then I received another offer from Dr. Pat. She said she's willing to MC the service, and I would only have to do the talk. And I said, Sharon, what do you think of that? Oh, take it. She says, do it. Because then, we're taking my brother around here, there, and everywhere, show him the beauty of southern Alberta. I don't have to think about stuff and really, what to do next, which slide to click, and what to say, and what's the name of the musicians, and so on and so forth. There is a lot going on, so I was very grateful. Thank you so much. And so, one of the things we always say here is change your thinking, change your life. And another thing we say is, we're not here to tell you what to think, but we're here to teach you how to think, the options and the possibilities. And we don't have to do it alone. We are supported by believing that there is a power for good in the universe, greater than you are, greater than I am, greater than all of us, a power for good that we can use in everyday life for everything at any time. Wow. Is there a slide available? Okay, Mahatma Gandhi said it this way: man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If I keep on saying to myself that I cannot do a certain thing, it is possible that I may end by really becoming incapable of doing it. On the contrary, if I shall have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not have it at the beginning. So again, it alludes to the science. Let's experience. Let's not experience. Experiment. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. You're paying attention. Yeah. So my brother Michael, Michael in German, Michael here in Canada, my brother is a fine example. He's not afraid to come to a foreign country and speak a foreign language. He speaks it and he plays with the words until he makes himself understood. It's amazing. And he even created his own language. He calls it Chinglish. So, what is our teaching all about? Sabrina, your meditation this morning spoke to it. The music that we heard spoke to it. Every Sunday, the talks that Dr. Pat gives and others speak to it. Well, I believe that all the classes, the workshops, the lessons, everything combined is here. The goal is for us to learn to love ourselves. That's, for me, the bottom line. And so, we sometimes walk and get a little lost here and there, in the night, in the thinking, but we can always come back by experimenting with our thinking. We can think a different way. We can open ourselves to new ideas, and that is the beauty of our life. And so I found a poem on the internet. It's called Dance. It is written by Paul Hayward. He's a musician, songwriter, and became a metaphysician. And it goes like this. Open your heart to happiness. Let every pore absorb light. Swim in the joy of the here and now, and cast off the darkness of the night. Walk in the summer of sunshine. Fly in the blueness of sky. No possibilities are boundless. Understand that nothing can die. Step from the shadows of torment. Sing till your throat gets too sore. Smile for as long as the day is, and laugh just a little bit more. Breathe slowly and deeply and listen. Give all your ideas a chance. Let the sun beat down on your goodness and kick off your shoes and dance. How do we do it? Awake, alert, aware, enthusiastic. Awake, alert, aware, enthusiastic. Awake, alert, aware, enthusiastic. And that's, my friend, is how you live the science of mind. So it is. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Reverend Monika. That was just terrific. Just wonderful. She thinks that I offered to MC because I'm so kind. It's just, I kind of like being the center of attention. So it was going to be really hard for me to just sit and listen. But it's okay. You can think I was kind. Please welcome our amazing, amazing elevation.
It's the cry of a baby, the whisper in prayer. It's voices and laughter. It's the wind in the stillness and the spaces between. It's a spark of fire. Love It's eternally growing. Love, it's peace, it's power. It connects all to one. Has no end, no beginning. It's receiving, giving. I release, I let go. Divine shrugging the shoulder. Love,
Amy Bishop with an original song. Yowza. That's a gooder. How you guys doing? Feeling pretty good? Yeah, me too. So now I get to talk about how you can support the center. For our Love Stream people, there are opportunities, e-transfer, you can send a check. Believe it or not, people still have those. You can go to the website, use PayPal. Those of us who are in the States, those of us on our Love Stream who are in the States, using PayPal and then make it in Canadian dollars. That works best for us for our accounting purposes. There's just ways that you can support. You know, we are 100% supported by donations. And you know what? I talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and some of the people weren't here, so I'm going to talk about it again. We wanted to put in an accessible door for the front door. We can't say this door is open to you and have it be difficult for people to come in who may be using a walker or a cane or something like that. And so I just put a request out to everybody, and I said, you know, we don't want to do a big old fundraiser about this. Can you just donate for the door? We raised $4,500 in 2 weeks. Yeah. So thank you to everybody. I know we had some online people who donated as well. Thank you to everybody. It's in, it's working. It's got a couple of little interesting things that we're still working on, but it works. So that's the best thing that I can say. So for you all, here's what I can tell you, is that we have people who are in our Prosperity Plus program. It's an evening program where they are actually giving their giving on Tuesday night. So if you see somebody who, Don, could you just come here, who just puts their hand over the basket like this, and they're blessing it. And because they're actually doing their giving on Tuesday night. So don't be like, yeah, whatever, you're just... There's method to our madness, and we also have people who use the blue cards, and those are people who give either e-transfer during at their particular times or in our conscious commitment. So I would like you to please take your tithe, your gift, your offering, your donation, hold it to your heart, and infuse it with that positive energy that we've gotten here today. And let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is, and so it is. And we sing a song called I Thank Love for Everything.
I thank love for everything. I thank love for everything.
All righty, let's bring the kids in. Oh, yeah, everybody go like this. Is that what it looked like? How fun. Okay, do it again, please. That's fun. That's fun. Here come the kids.
Hello. Hi, hi, hi. I have a speaker to start us off.
Hi. Happy Sunday.
She says that line better than I do. She'll have my job in no time. Today we talked about freedom and responsibility, that when we are given certain freedoms, that certain freedoms do come with certain responsibilities. A lot of these kids do have cell phones, so we talked about that. We talked about the freedom of having a cell phone that allows you, but that you do have the responsibility of taking care of that phone and using it appropriately. So that was a really good example for today. And then we made adventure maps. So does everybody want to hold up their adventure map? A little bit of real life, a little bit of dream world. We worked on an adventure where we took a trip to London to see the Big Ben together. And the first thing that we had to do was pack our bags. So we took an opportunity to kind of go through some of the littler steps and then some of the bigger steps to achieving our dreams. And the thing about dreams is we don't have to know the steps to do it. So that was fun. And then we made bravery bracelets today. Nice. We did lots and lots of fun stuff today. So thank you for bringing your littles. Please continue to bring them. They bring so much joy and energy to this space, as do each of you. So thank you so much for being here, and happy Sunday.
Thank you, Rachel, and thank you, kids. I went to go see, I'm embarrassed to admit, I went to go see the Barbie movie yesterday. It was, it was air conditioned, what can I say? And they went from Barbie Land to the real world following a map. It's actually not a bad movie. I might recommend it. Anyway, so we're going to do our closing here. We're going to do our final blessing. If everybody wants to stand up. And what we do is we rub our hands together and we get all that good energy. Put some love, put some abundance, put some health, put some peace, all that stuff in it. And we're going to send it out in the world on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week.
We're all different in so many ways. Some are sparks, some are fiery blaze, but we are one. We are one. Some express as we dance on the stage. Some express putting pencil to page. We are one. We are one. We are born in this life. We are free, living spirit through humanity. We are one. One spirit, one mind, one God, one ever-present peace. One perfect being, being every living thing. One and only truth, one power, one hope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. See that man who's asleep on the street, broken skin on the soles of his feet. We are one. We are one. See that girl in the Mercedes Benz, beauty, money, surrounded by friends. We are one. We are one. We're all made of this powerful stuff. We are perfect, we're more than enough. We are one. and the moon. We are one with the blue-nosed baboon. We are one. We are one. We are separate drops in one sea. We're a leaf in a jungle of trees. We are one. We are one. We're the spark that's creating the flame. We are spirit, we're one and the same. We are one. One spirit, one mind, one God, one ever-present peace. One perfect being, being every living thing. One and only truth, one power, one hope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. Have a wonderful week, everybody.